Ethanol is a clean-burning fuel that is produced from renewable sources. Ethanol is grain alcohol produced from crops like corn and sugarcane. It is blended with gasoline to produce a fuel that has environmental advantages. There are two common blends of ethanol, E10 and E85. Most cars run on E10, which is 10% ethanol and 90% gasoline. Some cars are specially made to work with the E85 blend, which is 85% ethanol and 15% gasoline.
Ethanol was first synthesized in 1826 by Henry Hanno, an English scientist. It has been used as a source of fuel since 1908, when Henry Ford invented the Model T. Ethanol was used together with gasoline up until the 1930s. It was later revived in the 1970s because of the Arab oil embargo of 1973. There have been many acts passed by Congress to motivate people to consume gasoline with a mix of 10% ethanol, such as the Energy Security Act of 1980, the Alternative Motor Fuels Act of 1988, and the Energy Policy Act of 1992. Ethanol has also been used in the past as a substitute for kerosene in cooking and lamps, as well as components in perfume and alcoholic beverages. Ethanol has the potential to stay around for a very long time. Unlike oil, ethanol is derived from living things that can always be replenished. Corn isn't the only crop to yield the alcohol. Plants like sugarcane, wheat, and even wood chips do as well. As long as there is space to grow the plants, ethanol will always be available.
Ethanol is likely to reduce carbon monoxide emissions in vehicles, and it's highly biodegradable, making it safer for the environment. It also contains 35% oxygen, which makes it burn more completely and cleaner.
From Stanford University suggests ethanol may make the air dirtier, not cleaner.
But even though ethanol is a cleaner burning alternative to gasoline, more than 200 U.S. refineries in operation or under construction emit tons and tons of pollutants a year, including nitrogen oxide, which is a key element of smog.
This new technology hasn't been fully utilized by the U.S., Japan, or Europe. It springs from a nation where the per capita income is just $2,700 per year. By taking bold and visionary steps, Brazil has vastly reduced its dependency on oil and is on the verge of becoming energy self-sufficient.
The United States and Brazil are the world's top two producers in ethanol. However, right now, the United States places a high tariff of 54 cents per gallon on ethanol from Brazil in order to protect its farmers. The cost of production is $1.14 per gallon. The government subsidized ethanol crops at 51 cents a gallon. A gallon of a blend of ethanol costs less than gasoline. However, the energy produced by ethanol is less than gasoline, so the consumer has to keep refilling, which can end up costing more than just filling his car with regular gasoline.
Some scholars believe ethanol isn't the answer to our energy problem. Some argue that the production of ethanol derived from corn drives up food prices. Government subsidies stimulate farmers to produce more corn for ethanol, reducing the amount of corn used in food production and raising the price of the grain substantially, up to 75%, according to the World Bank. Others argue that if the biofuel is so beneficial, then the government shouldn't have to oblige Americans to use it, as it so happens with the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007. Many skeptics are concerned with the source of the ethanol, corn. Brazil, the world's second largest producer of ethanol, utilizes sugarcane instead of corn in order to avoid an extra step in the production, converting corn into sugar. It is also known that the production of ethanol creates pollution. plows run about 3 times around the field. Then a truck carries the corn to the plant, where a lot of energy is used to obtain high temperatures. And lastly, the ethanol is driven by trucks to gas stations. Not only does this cycle pollute the environment, but it also utilizes huge amounts of energy.
Although ethanol is more environmentally friendly and may cost less at the pump, the high cost of production and the low energy output hinders its performance, equating it with regular gasoline.
We're all winners, there are no losers, with renewable fuel and its users. 'Cause we like clean air with no pollution. Gasoline is not the solution. And the smiles on farmers' faces tell it all. I love ethanol. Fueling cars now and pickup truckers. You'll be a broken-hearted fool or a sucker. Not to try it, why be denied it? Just invest or go out and buy it. 'Cause with your help for foreign oil,